Hello, everybody. I'm recapping the movie Basket Case, and I'm gonna tell you right away this is going to contain spoilers. So, if you want to watch the movie, write on YouTube Basket Case full horror movie, and you can watch it without ads for free. That's how I did it. Now, if you're okay with spoilers, you can watch this recap. So, I'm beginning right now. Basket Case is a horror movie about a thing that I will explain. But now I'm going about the recap. So the movie begins. We see a random guy with a suit just in the night going outside, like preparing to drive somewhere. But something in the bushes is stalking him, so he went back home. He is assured that something dangerous is gonna kill him, so he tries to call the police. But something turns off the electricity and is walking inside the house or jumping around. So this guy, hopeless, sees the thing that is stalking him, and the thing rips his freaking face open and screams at him, and the cutscene ends. Now, what is shown later? New York is shown, and we see a young guy with a huge basket in his hands, moving into New York. He finds the first hotel he comes across and pays the rent, makes himself at home. So, nighttime comes. Everybody's asking, what's inside the basket? What you got there? He's not revealing. I got clothes in there. Okay, but it's a big basket, suspicious. So night comes. He goes to sleep. But the nighttime, something is not letting him sleep. We don't see that. But this young man, he is talking to something that we do not see. And that thing is in the basket. He's like, let me sleep, all that. But we don't hear anything else, just him. So the cutscene ends, he falls asleep anyway. Stops talking to the basket. So daytime comes. He arrives with the basket in a local hospital. He meets a cashier lady or a registration lady over there. She kinda gets a crush on that guy or guy, and she asks him out on a date. He looks pretty attractive, like bright colored hair and red cheeks on the face. And anyways, our young guy rejects her. Friend zone. But she does not let up. She's like, well, I'm like, really want to do that. And he's like, okay, give me your phone number or something like that. And they just get numbers exchanged. So anyways, while he's in the hospital anyway, he goes to his doctor. The main goal, to go to the hospital. And he's like, yeah, my chest hurts and all that. I just want to show myself. He shows a huge scar on his body, on his side. The doctor gets surprised because there is something he knows that we do not. And our main guy gets checked out and leaves. So, nighttime comes and our main guy comes back to the hospital with the same basket. The doctor is still in the building alone. Our main guy opens the basket and it is revealed he has his brother in there, a deformed young, like twin brother. And he tells Belial, the twin brother that is deformed in the basket, his name is Belial. And our main main guy's name is Dwayne. So Dwayne tells Belial, this was your plan. You go have fun in there, and I'll wait for you outside. So, the deformed brother that looks like a monster crawls into the hospital, nighttime, and gets the doctor cornered and freaking rips his intestines and body in half, like brutal, freaking super brutal, like angry revenge, like smackdown. Like that guy is not gonna get up. And screams everywhere, like roaring, like that doctor did something very, very wrong. Like for that brother to come in there and rip him into pieces, like something super wrong. Because that freaking kill, like he ripped that guy into shreds. So anyway, Belial or the deformed monster brother comes through the window and climbs down to the normal brother basket again. So they go back home. Daytime comes. And like, police is over there doing something, but nobody suspects this. So, our main guy goes on a date with the cashier lady. And they are near the Liberty statue. They have a French kiss in there, make out. But our main brother Dwayne feels something is wrong. Looks like he has telekinesis connection with the deformed brother. In the hotel, the deformed brother is left alone hidden in the basket, but a thief sneaked into the room and tried to steal the money of Dwayne and Belial. So Belial freaking smacked that guy like super tough freaking kill, like clawed the freaking face brutally. It was off screen, but you can see the face later like clawed like by a werewolf, freaking deadly freaking kill. But nobody found out who did it. They just saw the dead body in there because Belial, a small deformed brother, sneaked back into the room into the basket and waited for Dwayne to come home. So Dwayne comes home, what he sees? Police everywhere. And they ask him like, do you know what happened? Can you tell where you were that night? And all that. Because everybody suspects him, Dwayne, that he did the kill. And he some kind of way convincingly tells that everything is okay, so he is not suspected anymore. And Belial was hidden also. They did not find the deformed brother. After that, they have a little bit of conflict with each other. The brothers like, why did you kill this? Well, he was a thief. Yeah, but why did you do that? Everything was so. Kinda feeling bad, Dwayne, the normal brother, sneaked out of the hotel with a neighbor. The neighbor was a lady that sells love to men, wonderful lady, and they went into the bar to get drunk. So they get super freaking drunk together, and our normal brother Dwayne, Belial is left at home, by the way. He won't. No, he's not. He took him to the bar. I'm sorry, but he's hidden in a basket. Nobody suspects. So our main brother gets drunk with the lady, and he passes out. We get a flashback when they were young. Our main brother Dwayne with his like twin deformed one, Belial. So when they were young, like they were born together, fused together. They were both one body. But the father forced 3 doctors to separate them. And they said like, if we separate them, Belial will be dead, the deformed brother. Father said, I don't care. Just do it. I want my son to be normal. So they did the operation. Separated Belial from Dwayne. They were young kids then. And threw Belial into the trash bin. Like a, like a nothing. Like a monster. To just leave him dead. But as we saw in the start, they both have telekinesis connection in the mind. They cannot talk together. Enough is to feel the brainwaves. So our main Dwayne normal brother goes to sleep, like after anesthesia in the house, but he gets waken up by telekinesis. And telekinesis of the deformed brother makes our Dwayne normal brother find him near a trash bin in a black trash bag left to die out of oxygen. So he recovers and keeps him secret and lets him survive. Brothers still together, even when separated. So Belial, the deformed brother, knows everything. So he makes a racket downstairs. The father suspects nothing. He goes to check out. Dwayne, what are you doing? And Belial takes sweet revenge on the father who wanted him dead by freaking turning on a huge saw blade and sliding it down. So the father got ripped into pieces like a chicken. Freaking barbecue chicken that's sliced through, and revenge was taken. Police arrived the second day. They could not find out anyway, so Belial and Dwayne came out safe. They did not go to jail. Nobody knows and nobody found out, except their aunt, who the only person in the world accepted Belial and knew their secret that Belial is still alive, and she just helped raise them both. So anyway, later the aunt died in the flashback, and it showed Belial and Dwayne standing at the funeral alone with nobody else, respecting their aunt. So it cuts back to the present. And we see what? We see we see our main brother, Dwayne, getting helped back into the room by the neighbor lady that is selling love to men. And she goes back to sleep in her own room. He sleeps in his own. But Belial, the deformed brother, comes out of the basket secretly and goes to the lady's room that she sells love. Because we find out that Belial, because he is deformed, he never get the chance to get a girl, get some love. So he has a thirst to get some love as fast as possible. Nothing freaking, do whatever it takes. So he sneaked into the room, into the ladies that sells love room. It was night. And he stole her underwear and jumped back into the basket. They were screaming, but nobody believed the lady, and she just could not convince anybody that the monster was there. So we just see Belial sneaking back into the basket, holding the underwear in his hand like a trophy, and just getting some womanly energy from there. So anyways, the next day comes, the last day of their goal, to kill the last doctor as a revenge goal. They go there. They find out she was not even a doctor, she was a veterinarian. But anyway, they sneak in there, like tell a lie that they are there for something like a cat. But Belial freaking jumps out and like rips that freaking woman's face, the doctor that's like separated, one of the separated doctors. It separated them in their childhood. Belial, the deformed brother, jumps out, freaking scratches, claws that lady's face like brutal freaking revenge. And last but not least, just smacks her into freaking a knife table and she just bleeds, screams, and dies. And they sneakily run out and get not suspected by police. Success again. So anyway, their revenge is complete. They go back home and they get encountered by the cashier lady that was very stressed out, felt sad that last time Dwayne ran away from her at the Liberty statue because he had telekinesis that he has to go home when the thief was stealing the money. But she does not understand what's really happening. So she came like, please, I need somebody. I'm so like stressed out. Like, stay with you, please. And Dwayne took her to his room. So they had some nice fresh French kisses. They were getting down to some love action. But Belial, the deformed brother that has no chance of getting a girl with his condition, jumped out of the basket and did whatever it takes to not let Dwayne get some love, because he himself cannot get it, so he won't let his brother get some love. And he freaking caused havoc in there, like chaos. So, like, total chaos, rampage everywhere. Like, the girl gets thrown out of the room, like crazy freaking stuff. And nighttime comes, they go to sleep again, and something horrible happens. Belial goes out of the basket, he sees his like normal brother Dwayne sleeping, kinda reaches out with the hand because he feels pain that he did not let his brother get some love. But also he has that thing that he himself cannot get love, so it's like a, if I cannot, you cannot either. But that night, he jumps out of the window and goes into the house of the cashier lady and does a very, very horrible thing. Very horrible. He does her, like, in her sleep, like, a man does a woman, but without her consent. He does her in her sleep. She opens her eyes and he strangles her while doing it. And our main brother, Dwayne, gets the telekinesis that something bad is happening. Like Spidey senses. Wakes up, runs into that house, sees Belial still doing the wibbly wobbly stuff to her even though she's dead. Horrible. And he takes him back home while both fighting with words, like, what the fuck do you did? She was a good girl. She was not part of the revenge. Why did you do it? And we cannot hear Belial, but they are talking in minds, telekinesis. So Dwayne is saying, like, what if you cannot have it? That does not mean that I cannot have a girl if you cannot. And eventually, Belial, completing his revenge cycle for him being what he is, last person to kill was his only part, Dwayne, his brother. So they had the last fight together. And Belial killed Dwayne. Both were hanging on the freaking pole out of the window, like super freaking chaos rampage. Smashed out of the window, and Belial hoping on the last pole, holding with his hand, like, and his brother on the other. And he let go of the pole. They both fell to the ground and both died, eliminating them from life. So, it is like this. All people were killed that were responsible for the deformed brother's existence, resulting in the death of his own brother. To kill for what is responsible for who you are, you have to kill yourself, your brother, that you were attached to. So, this movie left me feeling it had comedic moments, like funny. It had some disturbing moments, like the thing he was doing to the lady, and sad because I felt like they both were not to blame for what they are. They were kind of thrown and they're born like that, separated. And one brother cannot have a girl because he's deformed. The other guy cannot have the girl because his brother is feeling bad if he has it and he does not. So, personally, this movie touched me. I don't care what anyone says. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 with a plus. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a nice day and bye bye.